Did I go live and I didn't even realize I went live? Hi, guys. Listen, something's happening with my button. Just randomly went live. What's up with that? What's up, you guys? What's cracking? I was talking to you guys about Burt's Bees yesterday. I love Burt's Bees so much. I had not one, but two in my pocket. Clearly, did you see I was looking down? Didn't have no music, I was messing around. I really don't know how that happened, honestly. And I feel like that's what happened last week. Remember when you asked me, do you know you're live? There's something, and I think it's with the Loopback, because that had never happened to me before. But anyway, Paul, I know you're still in class. Paul is multitasking, Mr. Moderator. It's cracking. How you guys doing today? What's up, family? What's up, Sammy Superstar? Thank you for coming through. Hey, girl. Hey. How you doing? Oh, I can close my laptop off. I guess I can have this, left calls to work. I appreciate you. Let me see. Let's do... I'm gonna try some new scenes out. Tried it out on Luis, Mr. Camera Junkie, and Mr. Moderator today. Gigi, how was your day today? Move some stuff around. Let's see. What's cracking, Fab? Day 27. Oh, you can't see that. 27. 73 days to go. Dropping in before class. What do you mean before class? K-Walk, class is happening right now. Class is ending, K-Walk. Funny seeing you here. How are you doing today, Obs? It's cracking. You see that? They're getting me. They're getting me. That's all right. I don't mind. I could take the heat. I could take the heat. Does the Mac have like battery saver mode? Oh, that was the wrong scene. Oh, man. I was messing around. See what happens? What's cracking, fam? I was messing around with scenes today. Interesting. All right, so let's do this. Let's hit play. That's interesting. So I have a folder nested within a folder. And I thought from the intro it was going to come down to this scene, and what it did, which is in an automatic switching folder. And I thought it was going to switch, but it didn't. You guys can see my face, okay? Every time I wear a hat, I'm very conscious because, like I said, I think I spoke to you guys about this in a live before. I'm always very conscious about, like, shifty eyes. You can't see me, right? Like, if you can't see somebody's eyes... That's the New York in me. If you can't see somebody's eyes, it's like, I don't know about you. You suspect. I need to be able to look at your eyes before I can decide. Like, that's how I can decide if I can trust you. Because are you making eye contact with me or what? Right? Like, let me see. What I'm going to do is, so what do you guys, it's been a few days. Background music during the live stream, on or off. Looping background music. Do you guys like the background music? Looping, off or on? Gonna go look for that particular song. Was that this song? I think that was this song. That was not this song. You know what I need to do? I have no idea what song we were playing. That's what happens. Let me see. Let's figure this out. Not that one. This one? No. No. All right. I'll figure it out. Nope. 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 I just had it. Like, where, how, listen, how, I'll play this one. All right, that's fine. And it's on a loop, so we'll leave that. Bring it down a little bit more. All right. Let me know. Let's see. Let me come back. Check on you. Went walking with the mayor and my council person. Then went on an eternal nap. So it will be a late night as I have some work to do. All right. Class is ending. Right. K-Walk, what's happening with you? Facts. You like it off. Okay. All right. I get enough background from those yahoos, my neighborhood. All right. We can turn it off. That's all right. I'm going to give to my community. Yes, you got that, Gretchen. What is going on? There you go. You know what it is. Been a few days. A few days. Why do you say it's been a few days? Huh? I'm also conscious. Who's this?
Ho, ho, ho.
How you doing today, Christmas Clatter? Thank you, Todd Christmas Clatter. Thank you for coming through. What's happening here?
Ho, ho,
There you
ho.
go. Hello, Carlos. How are you doing? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Oh, I know. Let me see. I'm like looking at all my things and it's all like, so anyway, Pastor Vaughn, listen. Pastor Vaughn, we are going to celebrate for Pastor Vaughn today because he just hit 1,000 subscribers. So yes. And so check this out. What do you think of this scene? I'm going to have it switch. It's just going to randomly switch. It's just going to do the thing and it's going to switch. If you guys want me to tell you guys how I set up the switching. So this is the ZV-1. I was initially setting up the iPhone, but I want to keep my iPhone in portrait mode. So when I want to do quick, videos for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, I want to have the phone already in that position. So then I moved around my multi-mount arm for the VESA laptop, the multi-flex arm thing. And I have this angle. So I think so right now I have it in a folder. And then within the folder, you can set however many scenes in Ecamm, and then you can put the number of seconds. So I think I did 210 seconds. And so every 210 seconds, which is like 2.5 minutes or 3.5 minutes, whatever, it's like right over 3 minutes. I think I did the math. It'll switch to the next scene. So you can do it that way. And that's the newer way. The older way is, which I think I'm probably going to adjust for this scene. So I probably think I'm going to remove the folder, and I think I'm going to do automatic scene switching, but then I'm going to put a transparent timer on this scene and the next scene. Once it comes up, you'll see that. Put a transparent timer on this scene and the next scene where they're a little bit shorter, because I don't need these scenes really for whatever I chose. Let me see. Tell you right now, I can look at it. 210 seconds. It was 210 seconds. So I don't really need these next two scenes to be here for 210 seconds. However, because then it's like, all right, well, am I going to go like this? Am I going to talk to you guys like that? I mean, I can, but that's like crazy. No. So just like I said, just some testing around, some finagling. Wanted to get some new angles. You can see my Rodecaster Pro over here. And then you can see I have my iPad, the iPad Pro here, which is a 12.9. And then my teleprompter, my ultra wide. If I move back a little bit, my laptop monitor, all of that good stuff. Let's see. Time difference got you all mixed up. I know. Me too. Hey girl, hey, what's cracking? Did I say it's been a few days? What's wrong with me? I don't know what's wrong with me. That's okay. I'm glad. Yes, I know. I just hit the 1,000 the beginning of this year. I just hit the 1,000 mark at the beginning of this year, and I understand that excitement. And it's like, when you're like at 990, and so like you watch it, right? Like 990, 995, then it's like 998. And mine happened very quickly. I think I was like at 993. I know it was Sammy who told me. He was like, you just congrats on the 1,000. And Sammy has like more than one account. He was like, I wanted to make sure. So I subbed from both of my accounts. That was so funny. So So thank you to Sammy Superstar who helped me hit that 1,000. And then that evening I had like 8 subscribers. You know what was crazy? I didn't tell you guys about that experience, but what was crazy with that experience was that I broke the 1,000 that night. I had like 8 subs, and literally in the same week, and it had to be maybe a day or two. It was like immediately after I broke the 1,000. YouTube, every so often, they periodically do a scrub for bots and fake accounts, and they will recognize what those fake accounts are, and they'll remove those fake accounts, which will obviously affect your subscriber count. You got a notification and things like that. So I did get the notification. I know Nick Nimmin spoke about it on one of his live streams right when it happened. And so I gained 8 subs that night. And whatever many days after, it was like a day or two, it was immediately after, I lost 6 subs. And so as quick as I went over 1,000, I went right back under 1,000. And I was like, no. How did this happen? I didn't understand. I really thought that it was like legit people like, oh no, I'm just going to unsubscribe. And I was like, oh my goodness. And it was like, all right, well, it's fine. I'm just going to keep on working, keep on trekking. And that's what it was. And then for the last couple of months, honestly, it's been like up 1, down 1, or up like 3, down 1. And the biggest thing of that, we spoke about that a few weeks ago. The biggest thing of that is that there are people who were subscribed to my channel when I first started my YouTube channel years ago, that it's all like, and I still have those videos up because they are evergreen videos, my car videos. I get hits on those videos consistently because it's like like my most popular video is how to reset the passenger airbag button, the light on a Nissan Rogue that I had. And I think it's like 2008 or something, but that's my best performing video, and it's an evergreen video, and it helps people. And it's not even like I want it just to like want it, but I can show you guys if we were to ever go to my YouTube studio, and you can go check it out on your own. Like I get comments every week, multiple. So like 7 days in a week, I get comments probably 5 of the 7 days of people saying, you saved me $300-$400 from the dealer just by showing me how to reset this, right? Because if you don't have the warranty and you go to a deal anyway, the point of why I went into that was to tell you guys that that's where I am losing subscribers from, is those people who had originally subscribed to me because I still do that stuff. So it's not that I've stopped that. I still, like with my car now, I have a BMW and I upgraded the whole screen. So, the front screen, how the BMWs and like Lexuses, they have the pop-up screen. I replaced that whole screen and the radio and the head unit to make my screen. So the one that came with my car was an 8-inch, and I upgraded it to a 10.5-inch touch screen with built-in CarPlay. And I took apart the whole like center console. I took apart like everything. I was at Angie's house in Connecticut and I did it, and she like had anxiety. So it's not that I don't mess around with my car. I just don't have the passion. That's not what I want my YouTube channel to be about. If I did have that on my YouTube channel, I probably would have and really go into those things in details. I'd have a couple of 1,000 subs, but that's not where my passion is. So I'll build my community this way, where my passion is, where I know I really want to do videos like this, long term, and where I enjoy it. But that was just a story about when I went up to 1,000, and then I had a few moments, a few hours of depression. Like, no, why you do this to me, son? Stop playing, Smalls. Anyway, let me check on you guys. Carlos says, love the auto switching, spicing things up. Yep, that's exactly what it is, especially with, streaming, right? For the next 73 days. Let me move this down a little bit. Well, let me move this here. When taking that into account, where I'm streaming for the next 73 days to get 100 in total, you gotta, it's important to keep things spicy. Gotta keep it spicy. I don't know if I like this here. Does it matter? Do you guys even care where I put this little calendar thing? I'm all conscious of that. Let me see. Maybe here, next to the heart, behind the heart, in front of the heart, down here. Maybe there. Maybe here. I'll stop playing with it. I'll stop. Okay, maybe here. Maybe I like it here. Okay, I'll stop playing with it. And then I moved my whole camera switch. Oh, see? Whose scene isn't locked? Not India's. All right. Who else? What else do we have? Hi, Facebook user says, how did you get your lights like that in the background? So cool. Which lights? Blue lights overall? Those lights? Those lights? Let me know. We spoke about this a little bit yesterday, but I can go over it again, very briefly in detail, but you got to let me know who you are. I feel like it's Liz. So it's so funny. Liz always watches from the LGL group on Facebook. She always says hello consistently, but Liz never comes over to YouTube. I was going to message her. I was going to reply to one of her messages yesterday, one of her comments, and say, Liz, just watch us on Facebook and hang out with us. Anyway, Sammy says that happened to me before. I remember when that happened, when we were trying to get you to 500. It was like up and down, and weren't we like on Clubhouse or something? Vaughn says mine was bouncing around in the 990s for a while, drove you nuts. Yeah, mine was too, because it's like then you're like really like you're at like the edge of your seat. Like, is it going to happen? Did it happen today? Is it going to happen this evening? Is it going to happen this afternoon? One of those. Paul says, I'm shooting for my first 100. Paul, you're going to get your first 100. I'm going to help you. We are all going to help you get your first 100. Mr. Moderator, if you haven't checked out Paul's video, please go ahead. Not right now, because I don't want to lose you from the stream. But please make sure that you go ahead and check out Mr. Moderator Paul's video. He is participating in CEDA, Creating Every Day in April. He launched his first video yesterday, and it was an introductory video. I'm very excited, very, very excited to see what Paul has in store for you guys. And that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to take away his thunder, but we are each other's accountability partners. That's what I'm going to say. Maybe I should make a car channel. So I thought about that, because it's not that I don't love cars, and it's not that I don't mess around with cars. So I have thought about that, Sammy. That's a really good point. And I know that channel will blow up. Like I said, if you go back and you look at, so I have like videos that I've done on my 2 ILXs, on the Rogue, and like those videos have 40,000 views, 60,000. Like, it's insane the amount of views that those videos have. And that was before I knew about thumbnails. That was before I knew about YouTube Buddy SEO, TubeBuddy SEO, keyword research, tagging. Like, right? Like those videos, if you look at it, I don't got none of that stuff. So I've really said, if I go with the knowledge that I know now and I do car videos, even like with my BMW, my brother, he does work on his car. He has a garage. Angie, I'm going to upgrade her video. She has a Subaru Forester, and we're going to change out the head unit, right? Like, I know. I just don't know, like, because it does take a good amount of work, right? It takes the same thing. So editing a video, making those good quality videos, the SEO research, the keyword tag research, the thumbnails, it's still like if I do a new YouTube channel now, it's going to take work, because I'm going to do it the right way with everything that I've learned so far. So with everything that I've learned so far, am I committed? Not right now, because I'm still right. Like, I feel like I have so much more to learn and grow with this particular channel. I'm not completely opposed to it, but Paul is reminding you guys, don't forget to hit that like button. That's growth and focus. Thank you so much. Yes. Focus on your focus. Lock my scenes. Don't yell at me. Gosh, I'm glad that I am making you guys laugh. That's what I enjoy. One of the biggest things with the stream is to make you guys laugh, to learn and laugh at the same time. So thank you. Paul says it's Christiana Clark, who I don't know who that is, and that's okay. So thank you for watching. Oh, so I still have to answer your question. Paul said, Pastor Vaughn says, I'm anxious to learn about moderating from the Paul Duncan. See, say that again one more time for Paul all the way in the back, Mr. Moderator. In the back of the room. I actually have him in the back of the room back there. Paul's actually back there in that room. That's my secret room. And that's where I have him hiding. What's side? What's cracking? Oh my God, Obs. Yes, she does. That's so funny. And if you know, you know, she has a Subaru. That's all I'm going to say. But if you know, you know. And she does has a Lesbaru. That's so funny. She has me locked in the bathroom. Well, the bathroom's that door over there. That's the laundry room, utility room with the boiler and stuff like that. So at least you can wash your clothes in there. You'll be warm. There's a little cubby because it's under the stairs back there. But that's why I really have Paul. But anyway, you guys are funny. Yeah, so definitely I seem super chipper. Well, you know, so I'm glad that you say that. And I was thinking about it because I was exhausted. This week I was very tired. Obviously, you know, last week the amount of work, because I am a master procrastinator. So whose fault is that? India's. But I had so much that I was trying to squeeze in last week, and I was dedicated. So I am that type of person. I am very disciplined and very disciplined when I set a goal for myself. So I can be lax. I can be like, let's chill, let's hang out. I can be spontaneous. However, so I'm like this at the bank with my full-time job. And now I'm starting to bring that over into my content creation of knowing what works for me. So setting very specific deadlines with dates, putting it on my calendar, visualizing a to-do list, making commitments. I'm huge with, if I make a commitment to someone, keeping those commitments. So because I had already set the date that I needed to be live by Wednesday last week, I killed myself, for lack of better words, with recording very late night, many late nights, and getting the website up and running and things like that. And I was so tired. So today I literally did nothing today. And well, yesterday I worked a good amount for the bank and stuff, because then that was the other thing at the beginning of this week, because last week I focused more from a content creation perspective, and I really didn't have a lot of apps. Like I had customer things, but there were things that it was like not urgent, right? It was like, so then I pushed them to the bottom of the pile, because last week they could have been pushed to the bottom of the pile, but you know that something not urgent eventually most likely will become urgent. So then that's what happened. The things that I kind of was at the bottom of my not urgent pile, when this week started, it was like, okay, warning. I need to get one of those, a warning sound effect. That'll work for now. But that's kind of how I felt when I woke up on Monday and I was looking at the things that I needed to do for the bank. It was like, oh my God, get it together. And so this week, then my brain and all the things I needed to do shifted to executing those tasks. And so yesterday I took a nap, and then today I literally did nothing. I was supposed to set up the weight set. I was supposed to work out today, and I did none of those things. And I do not feel bad, because what I do feel is great. I feel fully rested. Speaking of, so let's take a look. I haven't actually even looked at my my Whoop band that tells me how rested I am. 89% recovered. So let's check this out. We can nerd out on this. And we're just going to do a recap and stuff like that. Paul says, I wondered why I was spinning. That's why. So let's do NDI. Let me show you guys this real quick. So this is how I track, especially when I work out, when I actively work out with cycling and stuff like that. I need to make sure that I pay very close attention to this. Let's start this here while this starts. Thank you so much, Mr. Riley. I appreciate you. 73 more days to go. Yes, is it right here? It's somewhere. It's right over there. Oh, well, now I changed scenes and now I don't even know it's right. Nope. 73 more days to go. Yeah, that's why I had it here, because it's like, that was why I did that. All right, I'm going to have to figure out that placement. Brianna says Subaru peeps are nice and y'all have the dogs to go with. So cute. Yes. Well, Brianna, you have to see my pictures of Koa, our white pit. So we have Angie and I have a white pit bull that we adopted together this January. And she's white with blue-gray eyes, and her name is Koa. And then I have my old man, Tyler. And Tyler is a Yorkie and a Jack Russell mix. And Tyler has the body of a Jack Russell. So he's like very stocky and short and long. But the coat of a Yorkie, so he has that gray furry coat. that can get very long and it looks like a Yorkie, but his body is like a Jack. Let's see. Yeah, I needed to feel the body. So let me show you guys what I use to really track. And this makes sense why I feel so good, because I haven't looked at this in a little bit. So let's do some things. Let me see. iPhone 6400. Let's go here. And there's the app. So this is my Whoop app. This is what my band. Oh, I don't even have my band on. That's how you know how tired I was, because I took my band off. But it's a band similar to like a Fitbit and stuff like that. But you can see my recovery is in the green. This tells you that I slept for 7 hours and 55 minutes from 11:33 p.m. to 7:52 a.m. today. So I didn't really sleep in. The amount of calories I burned so far. If we click on this, I don't have my band on, so it's not going to give me my stats, the specific stats. But if you go over, it tells you like, so your strain as you work out and as you do activities, it'll give you your strain, which I absolutely love. You can see that I've done no strain this week. So the strain should be towards those blue bars should be at the top, depending on how hard you work out. So the fact that they're all under 10, that's not good. My average heart rate, and then here are my recoveries. So we can look at that. So check this out. In the middle of this week where I felt very tired, right? I was in the yellow. So I started off the week on Sunday. I was a little bit over 60. So that was probably 80 something percent on Sunday. Then I'm in the yellow Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, between 33% and between 66% recovered. Then on Thursday is when it finally started to hit me. On Thursday, I had 25% recovery. I guess on Friday, I didn't wear a band. That's why there's no numbers on Friday. Hold on. What did I do? Oh no, I don't even know what I did. Oh, my strain, I don't even know how I went to there. The recovery. Oh, that's what it was. My recovery. My bad, guys. So if we look last week, if I go back a whole week, so then last week I was, you see, and normally the greens, I get really good rest and sleep. Thank God, knock on wood. And I get good recoveries. But then what happens is because I naturally have much better recoveries. This was 2 weeks ago. So when I naturally have really bad recovery, that's when I'm like, I'm done. So you can see the last few weeks, and then I wasn't wearing my band at all. But if we go here, that's, what it's looking like now. My recovery, my heart rate variability. So that'll change. You want it higher. My resting heart rate, you want that lower. So you can see that on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, my resting heart rate was actually spiked above 84 beats per minute, but I average around 68 and 76 beats per minute. And then my respiratory rate. So it tracks all of that stuff. And then your sleep, it tells you. So you can see like there were days that I got 100% sleep, and it gives you like, it's all. So I showed you all of that stuff basically to show you that today I woke up with a great recovery. Well, now it's all catching up. But anyway, let me come back here. Let me check on you guys. Let's go back this way. Put my phone away. Meant to tell you, I understand the same thing. We have a geriatric chihuahua in a small bed, and my service dog, Black Lab gets in there. That's so funny. Yeah, exactly. Koa with her big ass trying to get in the cat bed. That was the picture that I posted, that it was Koa trying to get in the cat bed, a little baby bed. Koa's now 26 pounds and she's 3 months old. So she's huge. She's going to be huge. Excuse me. So today we're going to keep it simple. You guys know already the theme on Saturdays until we get past 30. Then I'm going to actually, this week I am going to focus on reaching out to some people, bringing some people on the show with guests and things like that. So on Saturday and throughout. So like next week on Wednesday, I already confirmed with Robert Kennedy, RK3. He's going to come in. I've spoken about that a few times. I know that I spoke to Kali, Chocolate Twist Yoga. She said she's going to come on to talk about how she's really utilizing Kajabi along with me. So I have to reach out to a handful of different people. Gigi, I'll probably, depending on what is going on with you in the next couple of weeks and stuff like that, if you're up for it, I would like for you to come on, probably twofold. I'd like for you to come on and talk about the travel business more so, like with all of that good stuff from both setting up travel for your customers as well as helping other travel agents, and how you use that as a content creator, because I think that that's important, right? Like, I've been on your streams a few times and it's impressive. Let me tell you guys. So Gigi streams once a month for her travel Esquired business, and other travel agents come on. Gigi pulls the numbers. Like, when I come on to help her out, Gigi has like 30 to 40 people on her live streams, and they're all engaged. They're all asking questions. She has them down with, they put a Q in front of, Q colon. They ask really great questions. They all at the end of the stream are like, oh my God, this was so great. Thank you so much. I don't know what the hell she's talking about per se. Obviously I have common sense, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how it's being applied. But her community that shows up for her live streams be here for it. They be there for it, okay? So definitely would love to have Gigi on. And so a few other people. So I am going to work on that stuff and kind of how I started live streaming, right? With having guests, because I know you guys all enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. It's always good sometimes when I make you guys laugh, but then we have two people. Listen, there were times when I had Dr. Vivian Carrasco. She oh my God, had me crying when I had Vivi on last year. So I got to reach out to her. I know she's been traveling and stuff. See if she's down to come back on. I said, Jillian and I said that she was going to get on. I just have to get her on the schedule. I know Katie, it will be down. So that's going to be my plan on the back end, because again, 73 more days to go. That is a little bit over 2 months. So we got some time to get people on according to their schedules and just give some really great content there. Next week we'll be on, now that the launch has been launched. Next week, I'll be back on with planning of specific topics and things like that. One of the things that I did today was, so I do have a Jarvis. I started to use Jarvis. And if you want to know about Jarvis, we spoke about this, I think, last week. If you want to know more about Jarvis, Kelly Noble Mirabella has a Jarvis for Beginners Facebook group that is great. And they're very quick and responsive on. And then she also has her own YouTube channels. And so today I followed one of her recipes with Jarvis, because I guess I pay the $60 a month. I was like, listen, let me take advantage of this $60 a month. But I followed one of her recipes to create a blog post, and that blog post was pretty dope. Actually, we're 33 minutes in. I don't mind showing you guys how that works. Would you like me to show you Jarvis and a recipe? It's not going to be perfect, but how quick it is or how easy it is. If you would like to see that demo, let me know. But I'm basically saying because with Kajabi, I have, oh, look at Doc. Doc is in the background, and Doc is like, yes, let's see it. I knew it was going to be one person. All right, cool. So let's do that. Let's set you up over here. Okay, guys. So let's go back. I know I have a Safari screen share. I do have a Safari screen share right here. I just got to move over. So I got to move my things around so I can be in the frame. All right. So basically, while I get that together, get my screen share together, I was following Kelly's YouTube video where she provided a recipe for a blog post, and it was actually pretty dope. So we're going to go to Jasper. I'm going to log in. Let me move my comments over on this side so I can keep an eye on you guys. Hi, Doc. Nice seeing you again. Let me log in. No, there's the login. You just got a job. What's your job? You dabble with Jasper. I know Gigi. I know as soon as I said it, Gigi was going to be like, yeah, India, hello. Is this I think it's this account here. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, that's it. Documents? Let me see. Okay, good. Yes. All right. Cool. I just needed to make sure. Let me get out of here. All right, so I'm gonna do this on the fly because so I'm sure for those of you guys when you follow tutorials, right? So what I do on the Mac is that I will put whatever tutorial video that I'm following, I'll make it full screen and I'll make it its own desktop. And then I will swipe back and forth using 3 or 4 finger swipe. And then I'll go to the next desktop and I'll pause, swipe, do it, swipe back to the video, follow it a few seconds, and then I do the swiping of the back and forth. So I literally did this earlier today. So let me show you everything. Let's go into my Kajabi site because I want to show you, let's go to Kajabi. Where is the Kajabi? Let's log in here because I want to show you so I basically have the blog post done, the content itself done. I have to go in and I have to tweak it. So I have to tweak the order. I have to tweak the grammar. I have to tweak the order. So like, is this heading line number 1, paragraph, bolding, do all of those, the nuances. And then with the wording itself, the language, tweak it to the extent of put it in a voice similar to like what Ray was saying. If you were on Doc's live stream earlier today, Ray Edwards, how to write copy that, sells. You want things to come from your voice, right? So you don't want, the best way to put content out there like that is, use Jasper to make it work for you, but then tweak it. So rewrite a sentence. If I know that that's not the language that I use, right? I'm going to look at a sentence and I'm going to say, okay, how would India say this? Like how would I get that up and running in a way that people know that it's coming from me? So we'll look at some examples. So what I want to show you is, you guys saw all of my sales. Well, now you know how much money I've made since I've launched. So it's been a fairly successful launch. Thanks to you guys. I appreciate you guys. So let's go there. And you can see the value and the power of Kajabi. So let's go into my products here. And actually the website. So I want to go into the website. And under the website, we're going to go into blog. And let me check on you guys. Kelly is dope. Kelly's dope at so many different things. I love the fact that Kelly has done those videos because it's so easy and so simple to follow, and they're quick. Like Kelly's main objective is to do whatever it is she does in such a short time frame that her business model is amazing on YouTube. I absolutely love it. Oh, that's dope. Hey, girl. Hey, Kelly, I was just talking about you. I don't know if you were on and heard, or I literally was talking about you, and I said that I'm going to get you on the show soon so that you can talk about Kajabi and how you use Kajabi for your business and how you've helped me launch my Kajabi site and help me kick my business off the ground and am successful in the last week. So, yeah. Hey, Sean, what's going on? Consciously using communication to change people's minds. What would India do? See, I knew the WWID is what would India do? Exactly. All right, so let's go in. So this is the blog post itself. I'm going to show you the blog post and the amount of content that it processed. This is really cool because you can do a video, or if you have like a podcast, you can bring that in over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it from a user's perspective. So this is what I'm saying about I need to go in and I need to now do the formatting. So formatting paragraphs. Do I want this to be a particular heading? Do I want this to be bolded, etc.? And then looking at the language and making it my own. But I literally put this in to Jasper, and between swiping back and forth, I think it did it for me in under 20 minutes, 15 minutes. And again, that's when I'm looking, pausing, understanding. So if you look at this is a decent length for a blog post where it's like, all right, I can bang this out. So let's go in and let's basically recreate this in Jasper. So I do have the recipe where I saved it. So if you have Jasper, for those of you guys, or if you're wanting to find out more about Jasper, the best way to get it is to get the plan that has boss mode. With boss mode, basically, it simplifies everything for you. You can put a very simple sentence right about topic. And then what you do is in that topic, you just put whatever the name is, you hit Command Enter, and it's going to spit out the information for you. That's the boss mode where it does it with a recipe. It's very simple. And then in the communities, so like where Kelly, she has her own Jasper for AI. She created the recipe and then she shares it with you. Or if you follow her on YouTube, if you go to her particular YouTube video, in her description, she shares this recipe. And when you click on it, it brings you to your own Jasper dashboard and you have your recipes. So here are, so you can see I have 2 copy of the awesome About Me page if I wanted to like really tweak and do something for my website About Me page. And then here, copy of long form content for long blogs and ebooks. So we're going to click on it. And then here just gives you what it is, right? So this is the name of the recipe itself. Copy of long form content, long blogs and ebooks. It tells you what the recipe is going to do. This is a formula for writing long form content over 2,000 words for blogs and books. And then the recipe itself. So this is where boss mode really comes into effect because it's, what is this? 5 different lines. And within those 5 different lines, it's write a blog post about a topic, write an article about, or a blog post title about topic. And then let's just get into it. And then you can see here, right? This takes you directly to Kelly's video. So if I click on this, well, I can make it bigger. And then that's what I did. I went back and forth between my video and the recipe, and she literally goes step by step. So that we have that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this run button. And now this is the document itself, right? You're going to use that. What would ID? WWID. Thank you. Yes. All right. So let's go in. So the first thing is the most important thing, because writing a blog post about the title, writing a blog post title about creating the topic. So I want you to look at here on the left-hand side. You have your title. That's going to be the title of your blog post itself. And then, because I'm going to show you how I even took it a step further. This is what I was doing today for like my content creation while Doc had Ray on, and then even while, so I'm going to make this smaller in a bit. And even while we were in class today, I'm opening up my Trello. And we're going to just look at this once this finally loads. So I'm going to let that load. Let's go back here. All right, good. So on the left-hand side over here, you have your title. That's going to be the title of your blog post. On the right-hand side, you have your content description, a brief, write an article about. Then you can change your tone of voice. How do you want this to be written and what tone of voice? Witty, serious. They have Joe Rogan as an example. You can put things like friendly. You can put things like informative. You can put examples like educational. So in the tone of voice. And then you can put up to 3 keywords that you want it to really focus on. So let's get started. What's cool about this is that the very first recipe, right, of the very first line of this recipe of writing a blog post title about topic, this is going to create your title here, right? So you don't even have to think about the title because Jasper is going to do it for you. So the topic that I want, and the one that I did, was how I use the Stream Deck for live streaming. Right? So that's what I want the topic to be, how I use the Stream Deck for live streaming. So with Jasper, all you're going to do, you have 2 different options. On the lower left-hand side down here, you have this purple button, the compose, or the shortcut wherever you are when you are in a document, as long as there's no space after the last letter of your sentence. So right in this particular sentence, streaming and then G, I don't have a space. My cursor is immediately there. The shortcut is going to be Command Return or Command Enter. And now you can see it highlighted that line. And now it created 3 additional lines for me. And if we look at it, now it created some topics. So it says, how I use the Stream Deck for live streaming, a Shopify tutorial. And again, it's not going to be perfect. And this is what Ray was talking about earlier today about being really careful when you are using AI and to understand the differences when you're writing copy. And Doc mentioned this as well, that when Doc wants to write his copy, there are times that he'll use the script and then there's times that he won't, because with the language and the tone of voice and the certain things, AI is a computer. So it's not going to really deliver on using words in the right place and using the tone in the right place. Even if you put that information in, nothing's going to take place of the human mind and the natural emotions, right? The emotional intelligence that you can get from Jasper. So you want to be really careful with that. And then again, there's just going to be like simple mistakes that you would need to change. So that's the first topic. The second topic is the best way to use the Stream Deck for Shopify. Oh, you know why? I know why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Command Z. That's my bad. I'm going to Command Z and get back to the original document. That's because I didn't put a keyword. So I'm going to come back over here. That was my fault. And I didn't put a keyword. So then the keyword I'm just going to put is Stream Deck. Enter. You can put up to 3. So I'm actually going to put Stream Deck. That's one keyword. And then the other keyword, because I want them to be both, is live streaming. So then I'm going to put live streaming, my second keyword. If you look at the tutorials from within Jasper itself, they do say to start off with one keyword and then work your way up. So let's see what this looks like with the 2 keywords. So that should fix it talking about Shopify. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to highlight topic and I'm going to write a blog post title about how I use the Stream Deck while the Stream Deck, if I can get it together, while, and spell properly, live streaming. That's because I feel under pressure because you guys are watching me. And so now in theory, this should work the right way. So my cursor is at the very end of that sentence. I'm going to hit Command Enter, and now it's going to generate. I don't know why it's saying Shopify. It didn't do that earlier. Let's go in. Really hard to use for technical writing such as law, but for my travel business, it works well. And I partner it with Grammarly. I have Grammarly. I haven't set that up yet. Religious content, it's wonky. Yeah, and I've noticed that, right? Like it's not perfect. So it worked really well. And now I'm feeling like, did I not follow something as good as I should have? Because this is not. So let's get out of here. And I'm going to back out altogether because that was no bueno. I'm going to go to the recipe again. I'm going to run this recipe. New. And I'm going to just put Stream Deck under the keywords. And then maybe I'll put the Stream Deck and live streaming. All the pressure. I know. Gosh. And then Command Enter. Let's see if that does anything better. Oh, this is annoying me. I don't know why this is saying Shopify. That's so weird. And you have a thumbs down button, so you can say thumbs down. It gives you your credit back because with Jasper, you do pay per words per month. So like the plan that I'm on, it's 50,000 words, which right now, because I'm just scratching the surface to use it. Is there a way to exclude words? I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do is what I normally would do is go back to the recipe itself or just open up another window. And I'm going to go to YouTube. And I'm going to look at that first section because there's a very big possibility that maybe I missed something. So I'm going to click on this here. Let me lower this. Go ahead, Kelly. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I know I wasn't missing anything. Well, that's not wanting to work the way I want. Just eyeballed my Brady thumbnail. Did you see? Hey, that's cuz, you know. All right, so that's not working, which I guess could be good or bad. Let me, and I don't think, so if I go back, how I use the Stream Deck to make live streaming easier, that was a title. If I look at my Trello, and my Trello's acting up, I want to log in. Let's go here. So let's switch here to what I did with the Trello, because I also got a blog. Why is this not? Oh, so see, this is randomly pressing buttons. I don't know what's happening. This keeps going to preview mode. It just switched from preview mode to live mode. Oh, my computer's acting up. So let me log in. And Trello is acting super sluggish. Very sluggish. Which one of you guys use Trello? I'm about to not use Trello based off of how this is working. Let's see. I think I signed up with this account. Robin, how you doing today? I don't know my password. Just kidding, I do. Let's see if this is the right one. I tried using Notion. I think I would like... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, I don't want to create an account. All right, so apparently that was the wrong one. So it's probably my regular Gmail account. But this is acting crazy. Okay, so let's go back to Google. I want to add an account. Is that the thing Docs was saying earlier about things showing up in your feed based on the people you follow? So we will all be seeing Kizik's ads. Yes, that is exactly what that is. Because it knows all the things. And it's just, you know, stupid algorithms and stupid AI. So now you guys have all of my emails if you want to get in contact with me. Although none of this stuff is like public. It's so funny. I mean, like private. It's so funny, even with like my address. Listen, if you know, like I can find out anybody. If you own a house, I can find out anybody's address throughout the states, right? So it's like your address isn't really, it's just that how smart is the person? Because public records, a deed is a public record. That's a whole nother live stream for another day. But it's stuff, you know, people are like, oh my God, your address. No, you don't want to put your address on blast. But you guys know enough of my information that, I hope this is the password. You guys know enough of my information that is not the password. So let me go to my password manager. If you really wanted to find out where I live, you could. Let me type in passwords. Thanks for bearing with me. And if this doesn't work, then I'm just we can do this another day. Let me look at Gmail. I just got to figure out this account. Okay. That seemed to have, it's asking me to confirm because I do have two-factor authentication on. So I did respond from my phone. All right, so let's go back. And let's go back to Jasper. So let me see. About topic. What's this sentence? I feel like this was the topic itself, make live streaming easier. I don't think I did that, but perhaps. Let's see. All right, command return. There is something definitely wonky going on. Whoa, that is weird. All right. So I'm trying to figure out, I don't even know. So how about, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to Kelly's video. She has the recipe down here. So I'm going to click on this, have it log in. I'm logged in. So what happened here? Oh, my computer's just being a you know what today. Oh, that's trying Jarvis yourself. Where's the recipe? That's so weird. So the rest, all right, guys, I feel like so here's my board. Let's switch to there. And I'll show you how I did it. Let's open up this here. We will definitely revisit, exactly. We will definitely revisit this, Jarvis, because I don't know what's happening with that. Let me show you guys the board. So I just found a blog content template with Trello here. I thought it was pretty cool. Let me just move this over, make this a little bit bigger so we can take up the whole screen. There you go. Okay. And so basically, so if we look at this one here with the different colors, you have the orange, the blue, and the lighter blue. So you can see I have planned in April. And so these are all going to be blog posts. And when it worked earlier, these 3 topics, so I have how I use the Stream Deck to make live streaming easy, the Stream Deck, how to simplify your workflow during live streaming, the best way to simplify your live streaming workflow, and then Stream Deck is a great way to improve your live streaming. I wanted to get all of those because that you can play around with. And so Jarvis gave me when I did the topics, what I was trying to do now, those were all potential topics that Jarvis gave me. And so then going into Trello itself, there's a restart. I agree. I think there is a restart in my future. Hey girl, hey, how's work going? What's cracking? Angie's doing a double today. She started working at 3 p.m. this afternoon and works until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And she pulled a double yesterday afternoon. So she worked from 3 p.m. yesterday to 7 a.m. this morning, came home and worked for a few hours and started working again at 3 p.m. And I always yell at her when she does that. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So this topic is what Jarvis gave me earlier today. And then what I did was, as I went between all of the sections of the recipe, I liked the information that it gave me. And so I wanted to take note of it so that I can dabble with both. So if we take a look here, you can see I have conclusion option 1, and then I have conclusion option 2. And I put that in individual notes. So kind of like a live working document. You can also put this in like a Google Word doc or in a Pages doc. I just wanted to have it all in one card under Trello. So just to keep myself organized, like I didn't want to have the Jarvis recipe, then go from Jarvis to a Word doc, then from a Word doc going into Kajabi and bringing it into Kajabi, right? I said, all right. And then using Trello to keep me organized, because there's other things with Trello. So you can see here, right? So running post through an SEO checker, inserting imagery, so like thumbnails. So the Trello, the reason why I got this board was to help keep me organized with the multiple steps that'll be needed throughout the process. So I said, okay, so how can I use this where I bring over all the information from Jarvis and keep myself organized, and then organize it within the Kajabi section. So I just took advantage of writing different comments. And so you can see here, right, like this paragraph, and I won't, read it all, but the first paragraph is a Stream Deck is a small device that you can control in a video stream with different buttons and features, typically used to navigate the stream and keep your audience engaged. I've been using the Stream Deck for the past year to make my live streaming easier, right? So simple things like that, and then just putting it all together in one blog post, and then using my language, WWID, of how I would say it. Oh, I love you too, babe. And so you can see here, like all of this information. So all of this over, even this, and I put possible article brought over by Jasper. Jasper wrote this earlier today. The Stream Deck is an amazing tool that has helped me simplify my live streaming workflow. In this article, I'll show you how I use the Stream Deck to make my live streaming easier, and I'll also share some of the best ways to simplify your live streaming workflow, right? So I like most of that. I would delete live streaming workflow because it repeats it, I think, 2 or 3 times in that one paragraph, but I like the meat and potatoes of that. So I'm going to keep the meat and potatoes. And so this is really good if especially if you just want to have a blog, throw up some quick information on there on things that you're doing on a daily basis, and you don't want to sit and kind of like be victim of the writer's block. This would be a really good time or circumstance and instance where you would want to use Jasper, because you have your ideas, right? So usually the way they taught us in school is, well, you get your outline, and you just, and if Gretchen is still here, I'm sure she taught this to her students, just put pen to paper and write ideas, write sentences. It doesn't need to make sense, right? Just write what comes to mind, write topics. And then once you have that, then you can start organizing your paper according to what you've written. So Jasper, for me, that's how I plan on using it. I'm not going to take all of this and then just throw it on in the blog post, but I'm going to do it for taking my ideas and doing the idea dump into Jasper, dictating and saying, okay, write this, or here's this information, or let's focus on this, letting it give me some language back, and then putting that language together in a way that I would say that, the way I would express that to my community. Paul is reminding you guys, if you have not yet signed up for the Stream Deck Masterclass, you can sign up for my Stream Deck Masterclass, courses.indiad.live/store. And because I love you guys, and you guys are all Ecamm Fam users, you can take advantage of a 15% off coupon. And it's called Ecamm Fam 2022. Let's try this one more time. And if not, we're just going to end the stream, and we will start again tomorrow. I'll see what's happening there or next week, because I don't even know. That's so weird, because the recipe was in her description and now it's not even here. I'm bugging. Unless she has 2 videos. Is that what it maybe is? So look, this is what I did. What I actually did was Kelly. I just searched her name, Noble Marabella. And then it was the second one. So maybe not. And if I click on this one here, see, I'm going to yell at her. She has 2 different videos. And the recipe is here. So the Jarvis recipe, and then you can see this one. That's so funny. January 11th, 2022. And then let's go back. Oh, interesting. So this one was July 20th, 2021. And this one she did do chapter titles for. So she redid the video. She kept that other one up. This one she redid it, but she didn't do chapter titles, but she did give us the recipe. Oh, all right. So I knew I wasn't going crazy. So let's do this. So I'm going to click on the recipe, and I'm going to close this Jasper tab, and let's see. Let's see if this works this time. Okay. So you can see now what that looks like. It definitely looks way different. And so it gives you the content itself. You can save it if you want to save the recipe. I've already done that. I want to run it from here. So I'm going to click on run, and it's going to open up a very similar page. Everything is the same. And this was the video that I actually followed. Let me see. Let me lower this. Let me go here. So it's so funny. I don't think he or she put a keyword. All right. Can you guys hear that sound? I'm assuming you can hear that sound because I have Loopback and I set it up. I believe I set it up. Imagine I'm thinking you guys can hear the sound. Let me know if you can hear the sound. Okay, so she didn't put keywords. So I'm just going to put about the Stream Deck and live streaming. Command enter. I don't have no keywords. I don't have nothing. Let's see if that works. No sound. Oh, thanks, Paul. I'm done. We're going to work on this another day next week because something is clearly happening with why this is not working. Let me look at my Loopback. Oh, I know why. I lied to you guys because in my Stream Deck audio mic, I have Safari. Well, no, Safari was supposed to be, hey, is this Safari? Oh, this is Chrome. See, guys, this is what happens when you have too much tech. Here's a quick Loopback tutorial. So I have a virtual microphone. My virtual mic's on the left. I want to add a new source. We were listening to, or I was watching Google Chrome. So you can see I have Chrome running. I'm going to add that in. Google Chrome showed up here on the top. Drag this down. Mute when capturing. So now this is all coming into this microphone that I labeled Stream Deck Audio. And if we go back to this video, you should hear it now.
Options. If you want to keep going and getting more ideas, we just do Command J,
right?
Or we hit that purple button down here.
Can you
It's going to give us some more ideas.
Kelly now?
All right, so I'm actually just going to delete anything extra. Jarvis will, a lot of times when you expand things.
That should have worked if I did it the right way. Thank you, Kali. Gretchen says earlier, even write, I don't know what to write until you know what to write. That's a great idea. Could Jasper help me finish my half-written blogs? 100%, it can help you finish. So, Robin, before you got here, now you hear. All right, good. So that was because I had Safari in my Stream Deck audio, but I didn't have my Stream Deck mic. I didn't have Chrome, so I just had to bring Chrome over. And look at, I did that in 2 seconds. So, Robin, just to show you all of this here, this is what I had Jasper write for me when the recipe was working earlier. And it pretty much, and I have the conclusion that I need to bring over from Trello, but it's not working now. And Paul, I think you are 100%. Jasper is trying to convince you that you need a Shopify store. Yeah. All right. What? India just uttered the words too much tech in reference to herself. Yeah, I think for tonight, this is exactly it. Robin, do you have Jasper? If you do not have Jasper, I will send you an affiliate link where you can try Jasper out. I don't think I have it set up yet. I don't. Be patient with me. I'll send you a message and I will get you Jasper if you don't have it. All right, guys. That didn't work tonight. I had good intentions. We're going to come back. I'm going to figure it out because, you know, if it's one thing, especially for you guys, if you were in class with Doc earlier today, if it's one thing that you found out about me, if you didn't find out, I'm just trying to get to my scenes now, is that I am big on competition. Don't tell me I can't do something, right? Because then it's like, no, I'm going to 100% do it. So, yeah. Sweet for the link. Not sure if I have it or not. Jasper or Jarvis, they're the same. So if you had Jarvis previously, they changed it because Disney sued them and they gave them a whole. All right, so let me do this really quick. Okay, so let me see. So I know that I have Jasper, so let me just pull up my email. You won't see my email. I just have to get the link. So here's that. All right. Is Kathy still on? Kathy K-Walk, are you still on? Let me know if you're still on, K-Walk. What do I want to do? Jasper? Let me type in Jasper. Jasper affiliate. Let me just get this here. log in. Let me log in to my affiliate because I'm going to get you the link right now since you guys want it. I appreciate you guys. I just have to log in. Here's this. K-Walk just enrolled herself into the Stream Deck Masterclass because she wants to make sure that she wins, that she's in the running for the one of 25 people who have who are going to be entered to win the $310 package. So thank you. I appreciate you, my good friend. See? She says, step the way to register for the Stream Deck class. Thank you for the business. Thank you so much. All right, so let me get my link for you guys. How do I get this here? I don't know. You guys are, again, the pressure. Oh my God, guys. The pressure. Referrals. Dashboard. Add a new lead. Here's my link. Okay, hold on. Thanks for bearing with me. Let me just go in. Let me go to Rebrandly. Let me just do this really quick. Do it the right way. Let's do log in, and we're going to put this in the comments right now. So I'm going to log in. This one here. I know you can't see what I'm doing. This is all my private stuff. New link. Paste. We're going to do my domain, indiad.live/Jasper. So let me copy. And Paul, I'm going to message it to you because I don't even have my stream up. And I'll put it in the one with you and Lewis because that's the first one that is up. And Paul, if you can just take that and copy and paste that for me into the chat. You guys are amazing. Claiming that prize, just saying, weighing in, should I get a Stream Deck or not? Finally ordered a Rodecaster. Pastor Vaughn, I've been using a Stream Deck, I'll be honest with you. I've been using a Stream Deck since I started streaming. I think that was one of the very first things that I bought. It was in the summertime of 2020. And I actually bought a used 15 key Stream Deck, and I got it for like $50. The guy thought he was going to use it. And I want to say that I don't think that he didn't know how much he had. I believe he didn't realize the shortage of all of the content creation tools that was happening. So, like we couldn't find capture cards, we couldn't find microphones and things like that. I don't think he was aware of that shortage at the height of the pandemic. And he sold it to me. He had it on Facebook Marketplace. He was like 15 minutes away from where I was living in Jersey at the time. And I saw that it was on sale for a few weeks. And I was like, listen, I see you've had this on sale for a few weeks. Would you take like $50 for it? And he was like, if you drive to me at my job, I'll bring it tomorrow. And as long as I just don't need to leave work. And I'm like, done. I showed up and I paid $50 for a 15 key. Fell in love with it. Best, of course, even at $50, it was like the best $50 that I invested. I have with between multi-actions and things like that. Then when we were doing the stream with Dr. Elo and Fulgens in the Ecamm community takeover, Keith he gifted me the 32 key Stream Deck because he saw everything that I was doing with the Stream Deck. And he was like, listen, I know you're going to love the 32 key, but on the condition that you give it away to someone else in the community. So that night I raffled it off to Edward Kerr, who's in the Ecamm community. He won. Keith had bought it for me and like ordered it from Best Buy. I picked mine up and then I told Ed, listen, when I get mine from Best Buy, I'll ship you yours. And you know what's so funny, Pastor Vaughn? Ed messaged me last summer. He messaged me last summer, a year later, and he said, India, I want you to know that I'm so grateful that I won it. It has been invaluable to my stream. And so, of course, people will put more weight on something when a gift is like, now I love my 32 key, or when you get a great value. But as a content creator, and I use it for both the bank and like, I don't know, especially from a bank perspective, with how I do my presentations and being able to really switch buttons. So think about it. So, and most of you guys have seen this, But this is what I do from a bank's perspective. So I'm having a conversation. I'm doing a virtual meeting with a nonprofit agency. And I come in and I'm like, yeah, my name is India, blah, 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 blah. And here's my business information. Obviously, the camera would be this camera. And then I go straight into the presentation itself, right? And then I start talking and I'm like, okay, so this is what we're going to talk about today and what's in an offer and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so do you have any more questions? From a business perspective, to be able to keep my eyes on you and have the Stream Deck do all of this stuff. Of course, Ecamm makes us look good, but to be able to do all of that stuff, if you didn't get that, I absolutely love the Stream Deck in that 15-second sales pitch, Pastor Vaughn, I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to help you, my friend. Let's go back. I think I do need to restart my computer. I think my computer is acting a little crazy. Let me go over here. Let me check on you guys here. Stream Deck is awesome. So yes, see, thank you, Paul. That is the affiliate link, Dwayne, and Robin, if you don't have it, and you might not, if you're not paying, because it's not cheap. So if they haven't taken out like $60 a month and you haven't noticed it, you probably don't have it. So there's that. K-Walk says, if it's a Lady D Wheel of Wonder type of thing, I'm not winning anyway. No, we'll put some different juju on it. That's all. Moderating would be a lot harder. And so I do actually, you know what? I'm going to partner with Paul. I want Paul to come on and I want Paul to talk about his setup. Listen, he made me feel like I'm not doing enough with the Stream Deck. That's how I felt. Paul was sending me screenshots of his Stream Deck and how he has it in like the different layers. I was like, oh my God, Paul, which then did get me to thinking something different. And I know I want to do it. I just have to figure out how I want to do it. I want to create a space where we can share our Stream Deck profiles itself, because you can actually import and export profiles as long as it's the same device, right? So like if Paul has a 32 key Stream Deck and I have a 32 key Stream Deck, you can import your Stream Deck profile to me and then I can put that here and vice versa. So I want to start a space. I got to figure out where. Like, obviously, I know the easy answer is Facebook, creating a Facebook page, but I don't want it just to be Stream Deck profiles. So I'm thinking, I'm working through where it's going to be held, and I'm working through outside of the Stream Deck what else it's going to be. That's the short and narrow. But the immediate thought was, oh my God, I want us to have a place where we can all share the profiles and the shortcuts and the multi-actions and not just talk about it, because it's one thing to talk about it, but then it's another thing to, listen, you guys, it is 8:00 at night. Why is there a customer messaging me at 8:00 at night about a house that they went to go see today? That's all I'm gonna say about that. And so I think that we should start an environment where we share the images of what it looks like. And because, like I said, as clearly I know a lot about the Stream Deck, right? I was blown away with Paul. You know what's even funnier with that whole conversation? With that whole conversation, I said to Paul, oh my God, I have an idea on how, me thinking, I have an idea that I think I can help you with the Stream Deck and really maximize with your moderating on how to be more productive. And Paul's like, yeah, what's up? And so then as I'm starting to type, literally I'm typing, Paul sends me pictures. He's like, look at how I have my Stream Deck set up. And it's literally the idea that I was going to. So, okay, I guess kudos to me, shoulder on, tapping my shoulder, that it's like the idea that it is efficient, right? I was like, oh my God, with shortcuts and things like that. But Paul had already figured it out. But then that's what invoked the conversation. And I was so impressed. And then we were talking about that. So let me check up on you guys there. Right? 50, look for them, especially the older ones, Pastor Vaughn, because the new Stream Decks are like Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie, has the new 15 key Stream Deck, which it's very similar to the 32 key. So the stand is like the 32 key, where the older one, it's like on a hinge, and then the older one plugs into the back. It's like a permanent plug connected to the device, where the newer one is a removable USB-C cable. So you might be able to find, and there's no physical differences. There's no software differences outside of that. Like, so if you can find an older 15 key Stream Deck, you probably will for those people that either didn't keep it or just decided to upgrade from the 15 key to the 32 key or the newer 15 key. So let's see. Let's see. Kali says, question, India, what can we expect to discover? See, Kali is setting me up. See, I love you, Kali. I drank all my water. What can we expect to discover in your masterclass? So what you will expect to discover in my masterclass is basically increasing your productivity as a content creator in any form, not just here on YouTube, but like Pastor Vaughn said, he uses it for the articles, the religious articles, right? So the things that he may do for the church. I use it when I'm creating content for the bank. So as a business professional, it helps me streamline my workflow and make my workflow more effective and more productive. You will also find cool tools and plugins from the masterclass. So like we mentioned the other day of controlling your lights, the way I'm about to control my lights. So when I just press the button there, that is my banker mode. If I want to set up a party, then we're going to set up a party in the background. And then I can also control my lights in the background and change that there if I want to dim it. So using your smart controls, your smart devices, and then popular plugins like Zoom. There's a very in-depth specific plugin for Ecamm Live. So I show every single shortcut that you can use with Ecamm on the Stream Deck, like muting your microphone, changing your cameras, changing scenes, adding overlays. So anything that you can think of in terms of multi-actions, shortcuts. I created a shortcut where I press a button and it takes a screenshot for me. Really just maximizing your productivity and efficiency with your workflow, whether it's a content creator, business professional, or anything that you do on your computer, on your desktop, you can make a shortcut for it. Kali, I was under pressure. How was that, guys? Tell me, was that a yes? Was that a no? Do I need to work on it? Like, I'm good with elevator pitches. Listen, I go to networking events. I have to have an elevator pitch, but you put me under pressure, Kali. We're going to have to talk about those lines. Damn it. Paul, wait. Hold on, Paul. Hold on, Paul. Paul is telling me it's here somewhere. I promise it's here. My proof lines on my business cards. That's saying that was a message Paul gave me months ago about cropping the proof lines on my business card. That was smooth. We see you. Wait, what did you see me about? Wait, hold on. Hold on. I missed that. Got it. I need every penny of my money's worth. Your master moderator, work husband on your live. Yes, please. Yeah, he needs to be on the live. I am going to bring him on the live. That's cool. Couldn't you do a shared Google folder? They really like the house, maybe. So what's funny about going back here for you? So thank you for the idea. I can definitely upload files to share with people that are in my masterclass. There's like resources and files that I can do. If we do some sort of community, then it can be placed like in Mighty Networks or something. It can also be placed in the community. So just trying to figure out that stuff. You have the new 15 key. I love that you use the word discover instead of learn. Oh, see you guys in class today. Change the lights. My stream is starting at 5. Gotta run. Appreciate you, K-Walk. Thank you so much. We're ending soon too. Paul says, I will also be talking about using the Stream Deck on my 30 days of everything in moderation YouTube playlist. I will be happy to come on and talk. So Paul, if we do that, I'm just thinking about, because if we do that and you come on, we can do it within the next 30 days. That can be your one day, because then we can do restream pairs and I can give you the link and you can also stream that to your channel and then share that as one of your days. We'll talk about that. I got the Post-its. You saw all those Post-its? The Post-its? These are my Post-its. Okay, so I gave you guys the link for my Jasper. Oh, thank you. Good. Because that was under pressure. That was really quick. That was like, oh my God. I know that I have been using the keywords that I have been using like throughout my website to describe it, and like on the email marketing, has been increase your productivity and efficiency with your workflow. And that's truly what it is. The Stream Deck can help you increase your efficiency and productivity in your everyday workflow. But that's just okay, so what does that really mean? Break that down. Let's peel the onion back. Let's break that down. Good. So that was a nice surprise. All right, good. So tomorrow, speaking of which, so now I'm going to my emails. Oh, that was last month. Okay, so you see, so talking about really capitalizing with, oh, thank you. Good. All right, good. That was a good elevator. I'll work on it. I'm going to go back to that specific section and listen to myself and then fine tune that elevator pitch. I signed up for Jasper on March 20th. So it is now 13 days in. So I have another, let's say 20 days, another 18 days for this month to take advantage of Jasper for the first month that I paid for it and use those 50,000 keywords of what you can do. So how about this is what I will do. We'll go back and then we'll end the stream for real. But what I do want to show you, for those of you guys that may be on the fence with Jasper, let's take a look at some of these templates to show you the things, how it can really help you. Let's just go back to the Safari screen share. Okay, so these are some of the templates that are already available. So you have a long form assistant. Let's look at some of these things here. You can do a product description. No, go back. Sorry, I clicked on it. This one here, this product description, create compelling product descriptions to be used on websites, emails, and social media. So, right, I'm selling the Stream Deck Masterclass. That's a product. It's not a tangible product, but it's a product. So if I needed help writing that, then I can use this product description and it'll fill in the information. Blog post topic ideas, blog post outline, blog post intro paragraph, or blog post conclusion paragraph. Explaining to a child is when you want to take something super complicated or you want to simplify something in such a way that you would explain it to a child. You can use that. You have some Facebook ad headlines or primary text. Google ads stuff. So Google ad description, headline, my business, what's my post, event posts. Here's some cool things. Amazon product features or Amazon product descriptions. Going back to Kelly, if you look, Kelly did a video where she uses Jasper to do Amazon reviews because she is an Amazon influencer. So she uses Jasper to write her Amazon review on whatever product. It takes her 2 seconds. If you find that video, it's super quick. And then what she does is she puts that in the product review. Then she does an Amazon live video where she literally just reads, and she kind of wings it. She uses a teleprompter, but she wings it with just the basis of what it is that she's reading on the screen. And then Jasper helped her do all of that stuff. So that's another way. Here you have photo post captions. Here's some good stuff with YouTube, right? That I can really see myself using this a lot, where you have video topic ideas for YouTube, video script outlines. I don't know if I would necessarily use the script, but I like using the outline. So it's to keep me on track of, okay, this is this part here. There's this part. Then I'm going to move on to that next part. Titles, script, hook, and introduction, and then the video description itself. What did Bob buy you? I still have some dinner. I've been munching. Pastor Vaughn says, Jasper works great for generating ideas for video titles and descriptions. See? So then with this particular section here, he's saying for the video titles and then the description. So definitely I'm going to see myself going in and maybe with the live streams that I know that I was very specific with my live streams. Let's say when we went over Calendly, I'll go into a video description and then just put the information for Calendly and then bring that over to that particular live stream there. What else? There's emails that you can do, SEO blog posts, a personal bio, which I was going to use, but I was maybe not. A company bio, asking engaging questions, all of that good stuff, right? So these are ones that are dedicated within Jasper. But if you join the Jasper Facebook communities and things like that, they also give you their own recipes that are either expanded upon these or even more. So if you take advantage of it, with the stuff that we do as a whole, it could be really good. So I know Kathy left, right? But Kathy, as a principal, if she has to send out a bulletin to the school, whether it's to the teachers or to the parents or something like that, Kathy can use Jasper to write that bulletin on whatever it is that she needs to send out to the students or to the parents of the students. So really good stuff. How Jasper helps me figure out content for Reels. So it that would be under a similar area of video topic ideas, right? So it's for YouTube, but in theory, you would use it in the same way for your Reels. Let me see. Feels are alive. You think so? Ministries. Yep. Home, ciabatta bread, garlic, chicken inside. That sounds good. So I'm definitely going to add this into the list. Going to add this to the list. Kathy can use it to write her suspension notices. Exactly. Exactly. That's so funny. So we're going to go over Jasper overview and live demo. So that'll be another topic of what we go through. And that might be maybe a few days that we do, because maybe we'll spend one day generating stuff on Jasper for YouTube, and then maybe going in and spending another day when I can figure it out for your blog post ideas. So I can see us doing maybe 2 to maybe 3 different days on Jasper on how you can use it. So repurposing content ideas. So I definitely write. So it would still, so all of that stuff would absolutely go into one of these. So your video topic ideas, because you would just take the content you're looking to repurpose. So if we click on this here, I haven't looked at it, but here you go. So let's see what this looks like. So, okay. So I have the video that Robert RK3 and I did. That was one of our popular ones, was Ecamm Live using, so I'm going to put, what should it be about? Using Loopback with Ecamm Live. And keyword to rank for, I'm going to rank for Loopback, because a lot of people search Loopback. And let's see, I don't know. I've never used this. I'm using this on the fly with you guys. Oh, look at that. Look at how quick that was. So here's some, I know it's kind of small, so I'll read it to you. So this top section, what is Loopback and how can it be used? Setting up Loopback for the first time on Mac or Windows. So these are all videos technically that I can do individual windows. Differences in software between tools between Mac and Windows. I don't have a Windows, so I can't do that one. Tips for troubleshooting if something goes wrong with your setup. That's a good one, and that would probably be a popular one, because when people don't set up Loopback the right way, you create an echo, right? How to use different apps with Loopback. Skype, Adobe Premiere. So what was the example I just gave you? I use Loopback so you guys can listen to my Stream Deck audio music, right?
Ho, ho, ho.
But I also had to bring in live, add another virtual source with Google Chrome so you guys can hear Kelly's idea. So look, you're helping me with video topics. This second paragraph is an introduction to Loopback and what is it. So this looks like it could be, okay, so that's kind of, this first line, an introduction to Loopback and what is it, is similar to this, what is Loopback and how can it be used? The second one is how to use Loopback with Ecamm Live for video interviews. So that would be a variation of the video that RK3 and I did. Tips for setting up a Loopback connection, troubleshooting problems with a Loopback connection, examples of how to use Loopback for different applications. So that's, again, another variation of that. And then the last output section was setting up your computer and Ecamm Live for video use, the basics of Loopback and how to use it in your own videos, filming with a green. So this is like nothing. And so you'll see that some of it is completely off. Filming with a green screen and using the green screen in Ecamm Live. However, you guys who have been following me since the beginning know that I originally used green screen. Is that all that AI stuff listening? Editing your Loopback videos in Final Cut. So the last one wouldn't apply, but basically, there you go. You have that. And so you have these here that you can either thumbs up or thumbs down. So I actually like the top one. I like the top two. I'm going to thumb those down. And then this one, I don't really like it, so I'm going to pour complete it. And then here, we're good to go. So now what you want to do is you would technically want to copy these, right? Because I don't want to forget these. So I'm going to copy these. So I'm going to copy them. And what I would do is I would actually go back to my Trello template. And I do have, because I got the board from Michelle, the video content planner, which is the one, this one, my video, it's taking forever. And so then I can go in, this is a board where I have my video content ideas. And here's this brainstorming card. I'm just going to go in and do a whole new note. These are all notes that I've been brainstorming. And I'm going to bring these in so I don't lose them. So did that work? All right, so I'm going to save that set. And then I'm going to go back. I'm going to close that. And then I'm going to here. And let's say I want to favorite this. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back to my Trello and I'm going to add this second set here. And now I've saved those sets of titles and topics so that I can use that when I get back into doing videos. So yeah, so Diana Gladney, what's cracking, girl? How you doing? What's poppin'? And that sound effect is for when Todd, Christmas Clatter, comes in and everybody waits for him. They get disappointed when he doesn't show up because I usually only play that sound effect.
Ho, ho, ho.
When I bring one of Todd's comments on and when I say hello to Todd, and everyone absolutely loves it. Rocketbook versus stickies. See? Oh, you wanted me to do that for you? Okay, look here. I'll do that for you on the fly. And then we're going to end the stream. You guys see, y'all be getting me. So let's go back. So I'm going to clear the inputs down here. So I cleared the inputs and new outputs. How do I get out of here? I'm just going to delete all of these. So let's delete these. And Robin says, where's Robin? Where are you? Rocketbook versus stickies. And you better not be throwing no shade because I have all the Post-its, Robin. Now I'm just like thinking, and I'm like, is she throwing me shade because of all my... That better not be shade because we cool peoples. All right, so let's see. So I just put Rocketbook versus stickies. Let's hit generate content. Give it a few minutes. Irving Fryer, what's going on? How you doing today, Irvin? Well, you came in late. I'm about to end it, but of course, I appreciate you and the support all the time. So thank you for coming through. So here, let's look at this, Robin. So you have, why should you switch to Rocketbook? How many whiteboards will the Rocketbook refill give me? Does it only work for one type of sticky notes, or can I use regular Post-its too? I don't know what that means or if it would even be. Is it worth spending $300 on a new system when my old note reminders are still managing fine? That is a long one. What? Okay, no. And then the second set is using a Rocketbook, setting up your pages. And the third subset is differentiating between the two types, how to use that one. It didn't really finish the content. And then why a Rocketbook is better for you. So what, like this one here, using a Rocketbook, setting up your pages, that was, I don't even know what that was. So I'm going to thumbs down that. That's poor completion. And they gave me 10 credits for that because I said that was poor completion. And then differentiating between the two types, why a Rocketbook. I don't really like I guess the last one, why a Rocketbook is better for you. It's okay. But the other two, so I'm also going to do poor completion. And then this one's a little bit better. And so we have that there. I'll copy this for you, Robin. Let me copy it and do a note really quick so I can send it for you. Where are my notes? Hold on. See, this is what happens when you have, okay, here we are. And now you can see all my notes. Oh no, hold on. Let me move that out the page. You guys don't need to see all my private notes. See, this is what happens when you share your screen. You get all the things. So I want to write this note for Robin. I'm going to leave that up. I'll get it. I'm going to come back to you guys. I will send that to you, Robin. Tech Trouble. Oh, come on, guys. You guys are coming in. I'm leaving, but thank you for coming through, Tech Troublemaker. What's cracking? I will send that to you, Robin, for sure. Let me just come back to my new scene that we created yesterday here. And let's get some. Oh my God, Diana, I'm gonna message you because Lewis, I don't know if Lewis is still here. Lewis said that when you get older, and I'm paraphrasing, but Lewis today in class said that when you get older, you're gonna be like a gangsta Medea. That's what he said. I was like, I'm gonna tell her. Yeah, so what? She's my friend. So what? I snitched on you, Lewis. That's all right. And I know that snitches get stitches, but that's all right. We are going to end this here. What do I want to listen to? How's this? Okay. This'll rock. He did. And you think you're going to, I mean, that was funny. We all laughed. Me, Doc, and Lewis, we died laughing. It was kind of funny, Diana. Like, it was, because you know you're a comedian and you tough. That's what we were talking about, how you tough. Doc said that you carry with a gun around in your purse. And that's where it came from. So, I did it. I ended up keeping them for myself. And I did it, Irvin. And then check this out. So if I want to do this, give you a little bit of light there, change the color. If I want to do some green, change the color there. So if I want to like match it, so blue, but if let's say we change it to red, go over to the red, then I come over this way with my Stream Deck and my shortcuts, and I change my background all to red. You know how we do. It was a compliment. It was funny. That's all that matters. All right, you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I love you guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow, day 70, day 28 with 72 days to go. Very exciting. I will catch you guys on the next one. Let me get my end scene. Where's my end scene? I got too many scenes.